Hey there, Money Masters. It's your girl Izzy back with another episode of Money Matters Made Easy. Today, we're going to dive into a topic that can seem a bit daunting at first, but don't worry, I'm here to break it down for you. We're talking about some points to consider in a new lease. Now, I want you to think of a lease like a recipe. You know, those step-by-step instructions you follow when you're trying to whip up a delicious meal. Just like a recipe, a lease has several key ingredients that come together to create the final product. The first ingredient in our lease recipe is the term. This is the length of time you're agreeing to rent the property. It's like deciding whether you're making a quick 30-minute meal or a slow-cooked stew that takes hours. You need to know how long you're committing to, and what happens if you want to leave early. Next up, we have the rent. This is the amount you'll be paying each month, like the cost of the ingredients for your recipe. You need to know how much it is when it's due, and what happens if you're late with a payment. Then we have the security deposit. This is like a safety net, or the oven mitts you use to protect your hands when you're cooking. It's a sum of money you pay up front to cover any potential damages to the property. You need to understand how much it is, when and how you'll get it back, and what could cause you to lose it. Another key ingredient is the maintenance and repairs clause. This is like the cleaning up part of cooking. It outlines who is responsible for what when it comes to keeping the property in good shape. You need to know what you're responsible for, what your landlord is responsible for, and how to handle any issues that come up. Lastly, we have the rules and regulations. These are like the specific instructions in your recipe, telling you what you can and cannot do. They might cover things like pets, noise, and alterations to the property. You need to understand these rules and what happens if you break them. Just like a recipe, a lease can seem complicated at first glance, but when you break it down into its key ingredients, it becomes much easier to understand. And remember, just like with cooking, it's always okay to ask questions if you're not sure about something. Before we wrap up, don't forget to hit that like button if you found this video helpful. And if you want to keep mastering your money with me, Izzy, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode. That's all for today, Money Masters. Remember, understanding your lease is like following a recipe. Take it one ingredient at a time and you'll be whipping up a successful lease agreement in no time. Until next time, keep making those money moves.